Hello, 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 hello.
That's right. That's right.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. How are you feeling? What's the vibes?
I good, man. I good. I hear posting some content on social media.
Yeah. Some good content or bad content?
Anybody else do that?
Yeah, there's posts sometimes,
You
like I
post
post
something
something.
sometimes? How about
Yeah.
you, Karen?
Yeah.
How about
Something,
you, Karen? You post on social media?
sometime ago, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh they
Let me
say
tell
this
you
is
something. Me and you and the glasses in a bar. Aye.
they say this is the in thing right now. You have to post content
Yeah. Content.
every day, sometime 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 times a day. That's what the gurus say. I
That's
don't
what
I don't
they
know.
say. Oh,
Which guru said 10, 15?
Some of them, trust me, some of them say post plenty
Have
time.
a
Just
lot of
don't just
time.
post. Everything you do, you pick your nose, post it. So I don't know. I don't know. So
if I pick my nose, post it.
I don't know. This is what it's I don't know what you could be doing that you need to post 15 times a day. I am not disagreeing with them. Maybe it
And you
works. Good
see,
night, Lucy. Maybe
It's
it
almost
works
like
for
going to
some
the
people.
bathroom. Like going to the bathroom.
Maybe it works for some people. Maybe some may find it just downright ridiculous. I don't understand. But tonight, we come in here. We gonna vibe and we're gonna
Yeah.
talk a little bit or maybe a lot about the whole posting thing and some of the content people posting and
why do they post it?
why they post it.
Yeah.
What make
Insanity.
people inclined to do such things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We look at some of
Is
modern technology and we say it's a blessing. I remember the days when I had a camera, one of the big VHS video cameras I used to walk on with on my shoulder, and
Yeah. Heavy duty. Yeah.
yeah, but I was the media wherever I show up because not many people could have afforded that at the point of time. Not
Mm.
many people know how to use it. And when you pull that out so and you aim it, people ducking and they hiding and
Yeah. That nobody want to be on camera.
nobody no, they say I don't want to be on TV because
that how
people
you're feeling tonight, Sam? What's with
No,
the shades,
I'm a
man?
star. I'm a star. The
You
future is
are a
so
star,
bright
but
out of
stars
the shades.
shine.
so
Stars
wait,
don't hide behind shades.
you
The
just
future
cut me
is
off.
so bright out of the
You
shades.
just cut me off on my story to talk about
Go
Sam
ahead,
and
yeah, but let me
UK.
go back to the
Not you,
the
not
camera
you,
is
not you,
heavy.
the lady over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so at a point in time, everybody thought that they were going to be on television, and a lot of folks actually shunned the idea of a camera being on them.
Mm.
And I was one of those folks that was responsible in New York in the early days for, I began taping parties and entertainer in parties, and I began throwing my own little session to record some of these DJs and ourselves, my crew,
Mm.
DJing on the mic. And I made a little name for myself back in the day, and then it became kind of ridiculous after a while, to the point girls would just get outfits to come to the party, and when they say, "Hey, video light," they pop me. I didn't understand that part. They just good night panel. Did Sam had cataract surgery? So that's two for two, Sam. Two people mention your shades, and both people are kind of wondering what it's about, and I don't think it's favorable right now. So I had no comment. Let me see with somebody. Let me see if we're gonna go 3 for 3 before I say anything.
Yeah,
Take
let me
them
see
off.
how many people in the chat think I need to take my shades off.
Take them
If
off.
I need to take my shades off, type in the number 5. And we need about, let me see, we have 5 people watching.
Hold
So
on.
at least 4 people need to type in the number 5 if I need to take off my shades. Let's see
If
what's
you,
Take
if
them
happening.
you
off.
take your shades off.
Yeah, take off my shades. Yeah.
Okay, so we at 4:56. So what we gonna do? Run the thing and come back.
We're going to run the thing.
Yeah, run the thing and come back,
Nobody
and then we get
typing
into it.
nothing. I guess they like the shades.
No, no, no for type.
Run the thing. Run the thing. Run the thing.
My name is Karin Forrester. I represent BantuKreations. BantuKreations offers beautifully made, African-inspired, lightweight, handcrafted one-of-a-kind earrings in wonderful shapes, shades, sizes, and colors. Please don't be scared of the large sizes. They're extremely lightweight earrings. BantuKreations can be found on IG and on Facebook as BantuKreations. That's BantuKreations with a K.
Come check me out, chriskeys.com. I'm worldwide.
Tony Altamirano.
Hi, I'm Gina.
What's up, everybody? I'm Win Vu, award-winning remixer.
I'm an artist.
Hi, my name's Justina Bethel.
Hi, I'm Mike Bowen from Denton, Texas.
How you doing? This is Tom Cutt from Music by Tom Cutt. Check out Samuel E. Archer's book, Hybrid Executive. We are in the business, and here's how you can be a better business person because you're running your business.
You can find my music at JustinaBeth_EL on Instagram or JustinaBethel.com, and I am a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive, just like you.
Follow me at Koya Music, and I'm also a hybrid executive.
I'm worldwide, baby, but just know I'm a hybrid executive. That's all you need to know, baby.
Get on up, B.
Check out my music, MikeBowen.com. I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
Yes, people.
That's right.
Yes, people. So we back. Where we at? No. 5. There's a whole lot of fighting.
Karin cheat. We wanted people in the chat. Karin, make sure she jump in the chat. That was funny. That was a good one. That was a really, really good one. Gotta hand it to you.
She hit you about
yeah, I'll go put on the shades a little bit later on.
hit you about 25s you get there, boss.
But and it has 6 something in there. I know what we're going on with the 6. What 6 means. Never again.
I don't know.
That must be never again. 6.
So tonight we're here to discuss social media madness.
Part 2.
Everywhere you look on the internet today, the gurus, the pundits, they all echoing the same narrative. Content is king. Everyone is encouraging everyone to post content if they want their business to grow.
That's what's up.
Post content if you want to become famous. Post content to get more eyes, more attention on yourself or your business if you want to succeed in today's marketplace. Content is king. That is the message across the internet. And just like that, boom! Overnight, we have a new influx of filmmakers. Everybody so.
That's
singers, as well as actors and downright fools calling themselves content creators, vying for your and my attention. While some are blaming social media for most of the madness we see on social media, I beg to differ. It is my firm belief that the internet / social media simply provided a platform for the cockroaches to come out and play. And some of them are being rewarded for their stupidity. Let's look back. We have so many platforms. Facebook was originally launched in October 2003. They had some other name before they changed the name to Facebook early 2004. And then somewhere in 2006, beginning in March, somewhere 2006, this guy called Dorsey, he sent out something called a tweet. I thought it was only birds that tweet. He sent out a tweet. I'm just setting up my Twitter. And then he completed something and it was launched in July 2006. Everybody started talking about tweeting and Twitter. That word was sounded kind of corrupted to me, but
Twitter
and Twitter, yeah.
And
if you know it's a tweet. So
yeah.
Twitter sounded a little kind of off to me.
Yeah.
And then Instagram somewhere in 2010, and let me tell you something: 25,000 users in one day.
Mm.
In March 2017, something else come out called Snapchat. And these people raised almost $30 billion in market capitalization on the very first day the company went public and started trading. So why not? If everybody doing this thing here on this side of the world, the Chinese say, hey, we have to do something too. So they started this thing called, okay, what they call something else, but they eventually changed the name to TikTok. And that was in September 2016. And then it became the most downloaded app in the United States in October 2018.
TikTok.
So it seems TikTok. It seems as though every new thing, the people are just waiting and then they're jumping on board. It is almost an impossibility to log onto Facebook or Instagram without seeing some type of buffoonery being displayed. However, I must confess that some of it is gut-wrenching funny. Tonight, we take another look at what some have dubbed here on some of us, well, no, what we've dubbed here on Caribbean Feedback as social media madness. Mr. Engineer.
That's right.
Mr. Engineer, take it away. It's on you.
Take it away?
Take it away.
You know, somebody sent this and I fell in love with it so much. Because, well, let me play it and I'll let us see. Whew. My God.
Well,
yeah,
that there is not part of the madness. I look at that as education because a lot of folks nowadays, I don't know which, I can't remember when this thing started, where somehow a lot of folks had this love to lay down with animals. And we start taking up everything and calling it pet. I see a woman the other day rolling up on the ground with a crocodile. The thing looked like she could fit comfortable inside the belly if it's swallow she whole. And she on top the crocodile back rubbing his head and laying down on the ground with, I don't understand it, but you see something like what you just showed there? That is a good message to anybody who think they could take one of them and make a pet. Because if that thing sink one of them fangs into you, cancel Christmas. You're done.
You know, that does eat bush, you know, that don't even eat meat.
That is a vegetarian.
That's a vegetarian with them kind of teeth, brethren.
Yeah, but play with him. Go and pat him on the head and see what happens.
Well, let me. It have a scene with something similar to what you're talking about. Let me see this one that you kind of mentioned there, and let me see how it works.
Oh, and here, nice kitty kitty. Come kitty kitty. Ay.
Yeah, man. Look for it. Why?
So somehow this guy thought he was playing with a pussycat.
Yeah.
And somehow he thought that because this lion was in a cage, it was somehow what, domesticated?
I don't know. I don't know what he thought.
Cute little kitty.
But
you know what's the irony of the whole thing? When I'm listening to it, I heard a familiar accent.
Me say,
Karin, people sound like you.
Jamaican accent. thing upset me, man.
Wait, that was in Jamaica?
No, man. I don't know what them did, but
you find it interesting that people was filming.
Yeah. That was my next point.
Nobody tried to help him.
Hello. We have become so desensitized to cruelty and shock and awe that something like this is not. I didn't hear any one of those. I see some like school children on the side, and they did not scream. They were smiling and continued taping. Because everybody want content to put on social media. So why put down my phone to look? No, these have become my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is continue taping, and then I'll be the first to put it on social media. And that's some of the foolishness that we see happening today. But that individual, I don't know, somehow he lost his mind. I don't know.
I think he lost a finger.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I am not going to touch that lion with a 10-foot pole. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it because I don't want to get him angry. That thing weigh well over 400 pounds. And if his fingers were non-detachable, it would have pulled his entire hand through that fence and then take it off. Luckily, the fingers could come off, so that's why he was spared. But social media madness, this is what we're talking about. Go ahead.
So since we on the animal madness, I thought this was real interesting. Let me run it and let us see what we're talking about.
Hey!
Okay, so the
I got that shit.
Right.
Brilliant.
This sounds like Africa. Like 2 fools.
Okay, make I call you right now.
Oh, she's touching it. How the Nigerian would say, oh, here come that street food. Okay.
You, I want to buy
so they're posing for pictures.
You, I want to buy
For myself. Oh, that's 4 food. Stop that. No, Mr. Alligator or Crocodile, whichever one he was. That looked like fresh water. Mr. Alligator say, hold on. All right. The rest of them are in the food. I ain't sure which one are ready to eat. They smell good. But I don't know which one I'm willing to have until Madam Stupid in the Yellow decide to bend down, but she put her weight on the back of the thing to gain her balance. And that's where you say enough is enough. I noticed he turned on, he didn't bite nobody else, but she,
you notice him come out of the water. He want a little warm air and come out. Him walk up, him see all these crazy. Okay.
No. Let
me walk a little further. Let me walk him not come toward him, you know. He's walking to go to a sunny spot. He moved 2 times. And the people them following the thing. Then I stay at a distance. I said, all right, photo up. All right. No, man, no. Let's go pet the reptile. Let's go pet him. Because he's, he's team. We know him from when part.
The thing is, when I say we're the Africans, no, I'm not saying all Africans are familiar with wildlife. Because I posted something on social media one day. I posted actually a busy city, and I asked people to guess where it is. And it was a major city, I forget which country in Africa. And according to the narrative we grew up on, oh no, don't go to Africa. It's the jungle full of lions and tigers, and don't go there. First of all, tigers are indigenous to Asia. Lions are indigenous to Africa. So that's part of the lies that they told us. But some of the Africans who should know better, they live right there. So they know that alligators in that water. They saw the alligator coming out and say, come on. They are not social creatures. Why was he coming out? Karin said to get some sun. Maybe he was coming out for something to eat. And they provided him with the meal.
Have you ever seen a gator up close? I mean, up close, like say 10 feet from.
Yes.
I went to an area. I'm here in Florida. I went to an area, a wild preserve, and they caution you stay on the trail. Stay in your vehicle and all of that. I went near a body of water. I literally crossed the street, and to go look at the water, and I stood at the water's edge. And it was murky. The water was murky. And it took me like several seconds. I think it's seconds. I looked straight in the water. And all I saw were two eyes. I tell you, fear that I've never felt in my life. You know how in the cartoons, you see that white stripe go straight down the person's back? I felt a streak of fear from the top of my neck to the base of my spine. And I was immediately like aware. This thing, all it had to do is one lunge. And it was a gator. And it was a good sized gator, maybe like a good 8-10 feet. I tell you, I ran across that street back into my vehicle and took the hell off. I never did such stupid stuff again. Because I didn't see him initially.
You think he was kind of checking you to see if you taste good? He was checking you to see if you taste good?
Me don't know your father.
No, waiting for you to come within striking distance.
No, I was within striking distance.
Let me go back. This one we just look at, right? When the lady pressed down, I think it tickled the alligator,
No, not tickle.
I think, when you press down on the side, he
no, but she also went from the side. The guys went from the back. And she decided to go from the side, which is just behind his neck.
Right, because
just within his strike zone.
Back there.
That's crazy. And it's just all this bravado. Because they were in a small group, everybody wants to outdo the other person. Think. Yeah.
Good night, 100. Good night, 100. Thank you so much for joining us. Run the thing,
100 is in the chat. All right. So now that this was some African country with people playing with alligators, I saw one with an African brother playing with pepper, and he believed because Africa is a hot place that he could rock pepper and get away with it. And I was wondering if he was acting or if it was real. But as I looked at the video, it looked realer and very realer because he was sweating bullets. My goodness. Watch this fella here, let me see.
One chip challenge. First off, I have no idea why they think that the Pocky one chip challenge is going to be hot for a brother like me. I'm from Africa. Everything is hot in Africa, literally. But I'm taking the Pocky one chip challenge. What does it say? The deadliest tortilla chip on the planet?
Really? Individually wrapped and all. Ooh. You
can smell the peppers, but man, what could it possibly be? It's just peppers, right?
Right.
Ooh. I'm not.
I'm gonna pause it right there. You see, if you're doing something spicy, and your cough right there is a wrap.
Transference.
And if you once you cough, is a wrap.
Coffee because it's hot.
Mm-hmm. And he proceeds to swallow it.
No, he said he's not coughing because it's hot.
I'm coughing because it went. See?
Mm-hmm. Where's the sugar, Father? Can I have some milk? That's what you're praying for right now.
Last words.
Mm-hmm. Last words.
I don't need no water.
Sugar. You don't need no daggone water. You need some sugar or some milk.
I can't take it.
Call 911.
Really?
He said he didn't need water, right?
He doesn't need water. He needs some milk or some sugar. Mm-hmm.
Supposed to take it like a ninja.
Water doesn't do the trick. Mm-hmm. I broke out not sweat now, brother. The dome must shine hard, not true?
You see, his mistake there, what he did, he didn't even take time to chew it. So the burning sensation didn't begin in the mouth. It began back here. Because he chew and swallow immediately. So that pepper, and more than likely is cayenne or something like that, where it's like powder. And he took that and it hit the back of the throat. And that's where it started. Not inside the mouth, not the tongue. My mouth watering watching him.
You said the dome start sweat though.
Yeah, man.
The dome start sweat and shine. Oh, God.
100 say you use oil.
The funny thing about this is when you're doing this challenge, you're talking all the talk you talk.
Mm-hmm.
He from Africa, everything there is hot and thing and whatever.
You know that Trinidad has one of the, I think, you know, every island likes to claim something, or every region likes to claim their pepper as the hottest. But I think officially, the authorities say that Trinidad has one of the hottest peppers.
Well, we didn't claim it. The outsiders claim it. The ones who go around and find that the scorpion.
Some roots.
The red scorpion. Red scorpion. Yes. Hottest pepper in the world.
Make I tell you, I don't need to try that. I'm good.
The very first time, well, not the first time. Around the first time, I'm young. I'm probably maybe 8 or 9 around there. So we're talking about 1978, 78, 79, around there, right? And there was an area in Samoa, they call it the Kweze. You know the Kweze, Curtis?
Just tell me the Kweze, no, man. Don't ask me that. Yeah.
I grew up in Tobago, But anyway, we buy roti from the Kweze. Real pepper. God, pepper, the vibes it up, man. And I eat it and I cool out the pepper. And I make a mistake and take a drink of a red Solo. That was one of the most interesting tastes that I've ever had. Very acquired taste. Whenever you all do that, eat a hot roti or a roti that's peppery with a red Solo, and tell me what you all think about that.
Capsaicin.
Okay, so he's talking about the hot ingredient in the pepper there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's the active ingredient, yeah.
All right, so we see we have a scientist in the chat. People, please hit the like button, hit the like button, please, as we go out. The chat real quiet, man, but they enjoying the festivities tonight. So we also had some memes and so on. I think I could probably pull up one of the memes real quick because let me see here. I think it's one of these here. And I think Curtis, you sent this one, right?
I don't know, just one them, just one them. Now, I need for you all to look at this picture carefully. This fella smiling. He thinking the monkey playing with the lips.
Oh God! Oh
Father! Until the picture was probably developed at the time, or somebody show him the
oh God!
Or then for all you know, it might have been a selfie. And he might have been enjoying and he might have been enjoying himself. But I've yet to understand why he's smiling.
Who's smiling? The monkey smiling or the man smiling?
The man smiling. I don't know what he's smiling about.
It almost look as if the monkey I tried pinching nose now for making him open his mouth. I don't know. Oh gosh.
One dread say joining us all the way from Tobago.
Shout out to Tobago. Now, I do feel like this a lot of times. You see this right here? I feel like this many, many times. Before you go further, today is not the day. And I'm not the one.
Over the course of my life, I have made that warning, and some were dumb enough not to listen.
Oh, okay. Were those children or?
Oh no,
okay.
Adults.
So whoever sent this one, I was just.
Oh yeah.
So Karin, you want to tell us about this one or what?
Me can't tell you. The picture tell you everything. Poor little boy. It's like a whiskey tango foxtrot moment, man. Like, what the hell?
He was just shocked. Now you see the other level of stupidity here?
You know what the caption was on this? Oh, you didn't include it, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. But the caption on this was, whoever runs this, it's called a gator park?
I think it's a farm.
Exhibition. They do an exhibition with all these gators, right? While they drive the tourists or whatever around in these airboats. But the caption was, the person who runs the park offered $1 million to anyone who is willing to get out of the boat and swim to land. I mean, it was a serious offer. This wasn't in jest. So it was interesting, to wonder if anybody would have that level of desperation and greed to put their lives in danger with these animals.
Sam, this reminds me of a joke from when we were growing up. It said that this Arabian king was offering his daughter for marriage, and a lot of suitors showed up, and they had the gathering in the backyard. He said everybody outside, around the pool, and in the pool they had like 3 alligators.
Oh gosh!
And he said, any man who swim from this end to the next end of the pool could have my daughter's hand in marriage. All of a sudden you hear splash. Splash, a fella come out to the next side. The king walk over and congratulate him and say, congratulations, my son, you can have my daughter. He said, I don't want your daughter. He said, what you want? He said, I want to know who pushed me. Because somebody thought it would have been funny. I'd push you in the water, but my boy was so panicking, he swam out and come up on the next side. So I didn't want your daughter.
I think if someone pushed me in the water like that, I think I will actually be walking on water.
Do you see the height? It's hard to judge from the picture, but I've been on an airboat. It's not that high. And these animals, people do not realize whether it's a gator or a crocodile, they have the ability to use their tail like a rudder on a boat and propel themselves upwards somewhat of around 6 feet, 5-6 feet. A lot of them can go 6 feet. And they're trying. A lot of tourists, when they're on something like this, they think they're safe. They really feel secure. Let them be stalled out there. Then they would get a real vibe.
But the caiman, the ones we have in Trinidad, they can actually jump out the water.
These jump too. They can jump out of the water around 6 feet straight up. If you have a bait, hanging from a branch, they will try to get it, and most of them can.
I must say, since I've been in Florida, this is not one of the things that intrigue me to go out in Alligator Alley, to stop anywhere out there. I always make sure that I have a full tank of gas before crossing Alligator Alley.
Tell them about the tourists.
Well, you don't want to get caught up in the traffic.
No.
Tell them about the tourists.
Which
tourists come through Alligator Alley, and they have their little chihuahuas or other small breed, and signs are conspicuously placed in the rest. What do you call it? What is those rest areas?
Yeah, but no, they're not
placed.
There are no rest areas on Alligator Alley, but there are areas where you can stop and you go on a little.
Well, that's what I call the rest area.
And you
there
look
are
over.
always signs placed. I've seen it along great distances, and usually you have some type of plank or something like that, like how a pier would be set up, and you can look at the water because the water is all around you. So they put up areas that you can just look at the water, but they have signs that say, "Look, do not take your pets or your young children anywhere near the water." And people do, and they lose their dogs all the time.
The dogs are lost all the time.
Gators jump out of the water and grab the dogs. Yeah.
So tell me, Sam, how does this fall under madness? This is a positive message.
Yeah. The world is so mad that we have to reset sometimes. We have to refocus, and sometimes we have to readjust and restart.
And realign.
And there you go.
And the show tonight is just to remind
yes
people of some of the stupidness.
Let me
going forward.
Now, I saw this one here, and I got to the point where if I'm about to lie down and it really feels real nice, I get the feeling somebody would be coming to bother me about something. Because you don't really want to move at that point, because it's a nice feeling when you just lie down. You ever had that experience before?
No.
No? Yeah, I had it before. You lie down, you find it's a good spot to it and a nice position. And then so we had to go out.
Only the most important people in your life.
Those around me know better.
Only the most important people in your life, Sam, can get you to move. Your daughters and so forth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
When you see a crush in public and try to act like a normal human being.
I take it that never happened to you before.
I hardly have crushes.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I started reading. I did have a clip where somebody who I guess was trying a role reversal type thing. And let me run it for you all, and then you'll tell me what you're.
No, I hardly had crushes. I'm just another player. Oh, okay. Hold on.
My friend. Wow. Why would you lift me up like that? I was trying to kiss you. You kiss me, you lift me up. Yeah. You kiss me, you lift me up. No, who? Me and you? Who's supposed to lift? My friend, just move out, man. Nonsense.
Wait, let me kiss you. I want to kiss you.
Don't you do it again?
No, I won't do it.
Yeah.
I just want to kiss you.
Okay. Ah! What type of fullness and nonsense, guys? Move, my friend.
Move, my friend. My friend, just move. You're not letting me be the man. Move, my friend. I am a man.
My boy got shook. He got shook.
What's happening with my screen here? Something happening.
He got shook.
What kind of situation is that
You
where
must respect me as a man? That is my rule.
No, but you see, this is part of what I spoke about in the beginning. Some people are out there doing anything, And she decided to make an attempt at emasculating him. For what? For likes. But somehow my boy wasn't having it. I didn't pick up on the accent, I didn't pick up on that accent. Where it's from. It sounds a bit Haitian, but it
sounds, oh yeah?
It sounds slightly Haitian, but he said, "No, my friend, no, move." Yeah.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
That my boy didn't find that funny in the least bit.
Well, I know you wouldn't find it funny, but
But
no,
she
he
did.
didn't like that position. But you guys have a favorite position?
That's a weird question, Sam.
Well, I don't know.
What type of position are you talking about?
I like boss.
Boss position?
Boss, yeah. Boss. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That's a
this clip is about different
question.
Positions.
Can't touch that question there, Bridget. No.
Yeah, we can't,
Okay, guys. So I was asked a question today. What is your favorite position? So I'm going to be showing you guys today.
Show them what.
Just like this.
Huh?
All right. So guys, CEO, president, or executive assistant, you can't go wrong if you're in any of these positions. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Damn it.
My boy's soul left his body. Did you see it? His soul left his body.
That's too hot.
My dude, get up.
His soul left
You've
his body.
lost your mind, ma'am. You've lost
Yeah, because
your mind.
he somehow thought that she was actually
Sharing some private
doing some of the
information.
madness that we talk about and going to put that out on social media. So of course he was like, show them what? Show them. Now I'm pretty sure my boy have a decent English speaking accent where you don't hear his original tongue. But at a time like this, and even the guy before, they went back to that native. It's like, hey, you show them what? Show them what? No.
My friend, don't do that.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I think both those guys got shook in the situation. So this is what I'm saying. Sometimes some of the stupidity we see and some of this stuff is gut-wrenching funny. So people, we got to create some balance in how we use this social media thing. We're putting up stuff for fun and laughter,
and some people take it serious.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Run something else away.
Well, let me just run it.
Okay. Oh, you eating you a salad? Not being no Krabby Patty. That's what's up. That's why I buy 4 or 5 bags of salad, not just for me, for y'all to eat it. It's in here for y'all to eat. I'm glad you eat that. Mommy would never. I'm proud of you. We about to leave in a few, so. All right. Hurry up. Let me get
Yo,
She
that was
moved
real
fast,
good.
man. She moved fast.
I don't know if this was done intentional since she had the camera set up, but it's a nice trick. It's a nice trick, but you ain't fooling nobody but yourself,
Exactly.
You ain't fooling nobody but yourself, because if you know you're supposed to be eating healthy, and if you see my boy, he look rather cut, like
Yeah.
he work out,
You look
he
lean and
exercise.
mean.
Yeah.
Mean.
Remind me of myself like 2 years ago. So
what happened 2 years ago? You were lean and mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way the boy cut it remind me of myself. How I looked when I put on a mesh. That's
when you were dreaming.
Okay.
But you were in a
lean and
dreamscape.
mean. Mean and
It was
mean.
a dreamscape, right?
You see how women just like to put men down. You see,
I'm just asking a
it
question.
is not important how the world
It's just
sees
a
you.
question.
What
Was
is
it a dream?
important
Were
is
you
how
having
you
a
see
dream?
yourself. It's how you see yourself. That is how
That's
I
what I'm
saw
saying. But
myself.
were you dreaming? God.
wide awake. I don't like your vibes tonight. You just want to put a brother down. I ain't with it tonight.
So let me run the next clip, and there's a couple of things I want to understand here. Maybe Karin will understand it.
Karin.
Carol, or I mean Karin, sorry.
Oh, Carol. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. Thought you called my name.
Well, even people in the chat. Carol is in the chat.
My
right?
bad.
And Wondred and Lucy.
No, that one. That's one of the thing.
We're running it.
Let me see what you're talking about.
Realize that you were actually a white person trapped in a black person's body.
It's literally since I was born. I've always known it because even when I cried as a baby, I didn't cry loud like an African child. I cried sort of softly and more quiet like a European child.
Now, honestly,
what did I just see there?
I wish that Dr. Judith could have made it here tonight because we both agree on this Barbie mentality that the look, that straight blonde hair doesn't work for me when it comes to, and then for her to have an identity disorder, and that's what it is. It is that is what it is.
I wanted to understand something because
Sam, when the fella named Kayabi late, that is what what?
And she didn't cry like a black baby.
Who remembers? But wait, I'm just trying to say, who remembers how they cried as a baby?
No, she's probably observed other babies why she made that particular inference.
No, but
you understand?
She's
a black woman who presents as black, she's not even light skinned or could pass for white. And you could understand how she may be screwy, thinking that she's accepted in one crew, so let her dismiss the other. But she presents as black. Put on I don't care what you do, even if she changed her skin color, because we've discussed skin bleaching, those features are still classic African features. So unless she's going to go under the knife maybe 20 times to try to change those, it just never ends with people who have this body dysmorphic disorder. And it has to be recognized as a real issue. It is. I wish Dr. Judith was here because I was like, what did she just say?
This is frozen.
I can't comment on that, boss. I can't comment on that. Even the host,
the host was cracking up. She was
cracking up looking at her.
I'd be cracking up too.
She was cracking up. Like, is this real?
She's just delusional. That's
no, but it is a real psychological situation.
So some people feel that they're actually trapped in somebody of another race.
Yes, it's real. It's absolutely real.
So face to nose ratio. Her face to nose ratio. Wow, it's not something off. Something just off about it.
For somebody like that, I hope and pray she doesn't have a daughter. She'll just pass that self-hatred onto a child. I really do. I don't know if it sounds much, but it's true.
That's disturbing. Just put something else on.
Okay.
And just get my mind off
like a bad vibe.
Just get my mind off that.
This will take our minds off.
What's that, a ride? It says sling. Oh, this is slingshot. The slingshot ride. Not a ride, but okay.
You feel the tension, man. You feel the tension. This is where you regret taking your friend or your family member up on this ride. You beg them to go with you.
Come on, you gotta open your eyes. By your feet. What's wrong with my feet? Our eyes open. No, not hers.
Watch out. Oh, God. Look at the background.
Oh, boy. Hey, ay, 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 ay.
Sometimes they pass out.
She's out. She's out. The one today.
Oh yeah, she passed out of
Yeah,
a few
they
times.
say your vagal, your vagal nerve is just activated and you just pass
Again,
the hell
that's
out.
like 4 times.
Pass out. You know, some people will have heart attacks over this, right? The shock is so great. They already have a bad heart, though. I don't want to make it sound like it's a healthy heart. They already have a bad heart.
It's good. It's good for you. It's good.
My mother wig. That's what she's concerned about. My mother wig. Where my wig at?
It's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Where my wig at? Paid money for that.
You just had an experience in a slingshot. And when you come to, all you could worry about is your wig?
Yeah.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Yeah.
Priorities. Yeah. I once convinced a girlfriend of mine, this was Six Flags in Jersey. Please go on this ride with me. It was a 65 foot dead drop, right? I wouldn't go on my own, too chicken. She went with me. At the time, she was a mother of 2. And she went, and we're there. And the moment it started to descend, all I kept on thinking, I've killed my friend. She's a mother. The children need her. I've actually killed my friend. I literally, as it was descending at this rapid rate, I thought, oh God, I've actually killed my friend. It's ridiculous. I've never done it since. I haven't done anything like that since. No, never again. Nope, I'm good. Still remember it. That was 20 something years ago.
So your friend is okay now?
Oh yeah, she was fine. Good. My guilt was endless.
But like you say, priorities, that even after coming off that, the first thing she could think about is a wig, and she's cussing. Ain't nobody forced her to go up on top of that, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's a volunteer action. Deal with the consequences.
Yeah. So we're gonna deal with the consequences on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks thrilled.
I'm reading the caption. It says wedding. I have never seen a bride with folded arms.
Thrilled.
Oh yeah, I never seen a bride just like.
She's wondering if it was possible to turn back time. Even give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Just turn it back. I'd run like a rabbit here right now.
The man at the start of the second.
How do you start?
Come here. And she refused to move. The man had to go over there and grab she, and she bounced off her.
For her not to smile, something foul occurred. She still went through with the marriage, but something foul occurred. For her to have that grim look on her face, and on the day that she should be thrilled that this is someone she's chosen as her life partner. No, man. Something happened before. Right before the sermon. Something.
So you see, even though I come out here and I cuss in social media, without social media, where would we have seen something so wonderful? We wouldn't know, because we have to go by experiences, what we see. Everybody stepping out a limousine and the long white dress going around with the veil going around the corner. And somehow we tend to think that all weddings are like that, because that's the example that we have, right? But it's interesting to see another side of the coin.
Because some chose and some were chosen.
so let me ask you something. Like,
oh my God.
This is a wedding, right? You're getting married. Now, do you think that they have children already and then they probably decide to tie the knot after because they look kind of older?
I can't figure that out.
All types of conditions exist. Some chose their partners, and some had their partners chosen for them. And
Because
if you look at her face, I would say she did not choose that.
The wife looking like she getting married, probably just to get married. It don't look like she excited.
That don't even look like a green card.
I will wash your clothes.
No, that's definitely not a green
That's
card.
definitely not even a green card with it. Because even then you have to
If you're
pretend.
expecting some affection around here, try again.
My girl was like this, like a homeboy in the corner.
If you touch me,
She wasn't feeling that one. She
Not
wasn't
at all.
feeling that one.
Not at all.
The parents may have sold her.
Could have been something arranged, definitely.
Yeah, so that might have,
I don't know.
that might have been livestock.
Oh my God.
So the man girlfriend was there. Looking on. Run something else away.
She lost a pet. Oh God. But to enter into a lifestyle,
$1,000 pants, don't disrespect me and my bands. A whole lot of chops on your ass. Slam, we just putting dollars on your head. Snitching ass nigga gave his mama to the feds. Hey ladies, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch the ground. Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer.
Please rise for our national anthem.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say. Pussy in your face, that'll put you in your place.
All right. So this one have to do with what? Sorcery? What is this? Sorcery?
I don't think that is sorcery at all.
What is it?
Were we looking at some kind of witchcraft, some kind of magic?
This is without makeup, with makeup.
No, but that's not regular makeup, yo. I don't know those type of makeup.
That is
not even the stage makeup can do that type of magic.
Sam.
Yeah, Breds.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sam.
I hear you, I hear.
When I started working somewhere around 14, 15, one of the things I started doing was bricklaying. And I remember when we used to have to put on cement to cement the wall. One should say run it again. You have to cement the wall. You know, makeup to pull up some of what I see. The man say, pull up.
Pull up.
That day, no man, hey.
No man, Sam, pull it up again.
That is not magic. Carol.
$1,000 pants, don't disrespect me and my man. A whole lot of chops on your ass. Slam, we just putting dollars on your head. Snitching ass nigga gave his mama to the feds. Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer.
Please rise for our national anthem.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say. Pussy in your face, that'll put you in your place. 7.
Let me tell you something, If I married anything that look remotely close to what I just see in there, we having a problem.
They're lacquered and they're
major problem.
No,
lacquered and contoured, man.
I am not out there in the dating pool, but I've said it before on the show and I'll say it again. Any woman who wants to go on a date with me, our very first date has to be somewhere with water. We going on the beach, we going to a pool party, we going on a water ride, we going something, because you have to wash that stuff off your face. I have to see what you look like up front. Because if anyhow I go to sleep with one of them and wake up with the before pitch, I call in the police. I call in the police straight up. That ain't happening for me. You know, I would prefer, if I fall in love with them, or get to like you in your natural state, and then you do all of that other set of magic when you had to go out, because now I know what you look like. But don't wake up next to me with that, because I will beat you and call the police.
I feel I go get up and have nightmares.
Because that's not the same person.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
Derek's 100 say, I see they did a bad makeup job to make themselves look worse before the makeover. So I guess he is not impressed with the layers upon layers. Hold on, I'm talking about the middle, the two that were in the middle.
Oh yeah.
That just somehow look like some serious cases of eczema and bad dieting with a lot of grease and stuff in the diet that it just found an escape and coming out in their face, because a lot of that can be cured. But the fact that you perform this sorcery and then go out in the marketplace, and I say marketplace, the club, and fool people, making them think that this is what you actually look like, and then somebody take you home, and every time they see you, you look like that, and then this person all caught up. And then once they start to live with you, and then the real you come out. And this is what sickens me with some females when they say, I want a real man. But nothing about them is real. I had to put, Sam, that's disrespectful to your viewers when you do that, man. People looking at you and they want to see you, and you put on a dark shades watching them. That ain't cool.
I know.
I put it in my 5. That ain't cool.
This is just the vibes of the conversation.
You know, when I had to put a young lady in a place recently, because she there with a pit bull. I mean, the dog head big so. And she's standing up so, and the dog around the corner, lunging at me, and she's telling me, come on by, it's okay. So I had to tell her, I said, no, sweetheart, no, hold your dog close to you, please. So she started carrying on, and then I guess in her defense, she decided to insult me. You know, that dog ain't got no time with you. Yeah, you know, and she started with the verbal abuse. And I had to tell her, I said, sis, look at you. You don't even like yourself. Everything about you fake. Your hair fake, your eyelashes fake, and one of them crooked, by the way. Don't talk to me until you straighten out your eyelashes, because one of them look like they're about to fall off. I said, everything about you fake. Get a man, because it seems as though you're living with a dog. And I could bet you're hugging up that dog when the night comes, kissing it up in the mouth, that dog laying down and sleeping in your bed. I said, no, you can't say nothing to me, because everything about you fake.
Lucy says, you have makeup that water don't wash off, so good luck with that beach journey.
Hold on. You trying to tell me there's makeup that water don't wash off?
Water ain't washing off.
Absolutely.
So what we had to go with ponds? We had to take a pond. You had
to use some type of cold cream. Absolutely.
Walk with some cold cream.
It's like spackle.
If the water
I call it
work,
spackle.
try the cold cream and it work.
I call it spackling, and it literally is that all that shadowing and all that. It's literally a layer of spackle, and then they put the colored foundation.
You know, it's spackle, right? Joint compound. Where you put.
Yeah,
like the joint sheet.
It literally looks like that.
I always wondered, right? Because, and this is not really a pun intended, but it was just an observation.
Go ahead.
I would always see Oprah Winfrey's books, her magazines and stuff, and she looks a certain way. Mm-hmm. And I remember one episode she actually went on without any makeup at all, and I almost couldn't recognize Oprah at all. I said, who is this? I was like, who is this?
It's true.
And of course she actually did whoever her makeup person is, right, they did application. I was like, oh,
it's multiple layers.
There is a
and if you have a lot of flaws in the skin, it's literally different layers upon layer upon layer upon layer. And for the people who don't wash their face at night after something like that, I missed that comment, Sam. I don't know if you can pop it up again.
So that's from Carol. She said, yes, there is makeup that cannot be easily washed off with water. So I work in the furniture business, so I think it's safe for me to walk with a little bottle of mineral spirits, with some mineral spirit or some acetone or something, because
Acetone. Oh
that
God. How harsh
that
can you get?
well, you see, I'm one that wouldn't get fooled with that. To be frankly honest with you, I won't. Because as Wondred said, what those two girls did to themselves, that is not what I'm attracted to. With the whole weave and the cake up this and that's not my thing. So they're not gonna fool me. I'm not into all of that. No, you're not gonna catch me.
Okay, all right.
I wrote a. Hold on. I just remember.
You have something? Okay, go ahead.
No. I just remember. I woke up very early this morning. Next to me, a woman sleeping. When I turned around to hug the lady, to my surprise, man, I didn't even know she. When I turned around and hold she tight, I will go into the rest. But it's a song about that where I wake up next to a woman and I didn't know who the hell she was. I didn't know who she was. And she hugging me tight and telling me thank you for the night. And I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't.
Pressure.
So it's the next one.
This video here is for the people from Yard now. You know what I mean?
Which Yard?
Jamaica.
One place we refer to as Yard in the Caribbean. So stop.
Yard.
Oh.
Somebody need to get beat up for this. I don't know if it's the CEO of the company, the person that marketed this, or the person who made it up. But somebody need to get their hands put on them, because this is a disgrace, all right? Black people did not come from the bottom of slave ships for this to be taking place in these days and times, all right? Cool Runnings did not happen, all right? Jamaica did not fight so hard to have a bobsled team for them to be disrespected, because, you know, everybody knows Jamaicans know how to make some good ass oxtails. And you gonna disrespect it by making I can't even say it. Fake oxtail. I can't even say the V word. It's just so disrespectful, the oxtails. Shaking my head.
Oh God.
You alright?
Yeah, man, I'll be alright.
You'll be okay?
Yeah.
Vegan oxtail. Vegan oxtail. The part I don't understand, and I said this before, no, I think I say it on social media. I don't eat meat. I don't need to feel like I'm eating meat. I don't need anything looking like, tasting like meat on my plate. This is why I wasn't a big fan of chunks. This soy product they had called chunks. Send me that one. I have someone to send it to.
Wickedness.
Chunks. This is the other thing. They make these little thing, and it look like when it cut up to make stew beef. And you could cook it and it will look like beef. And how you season it, it will taste like beef. I don't even know what beef tastes like. I stopped eating beef way back in 1975, 76, somewhere down there. I don't know what beef tastes like. So why would I want anything to taste like beef? Or look like, it's vegan, but it tastes like beef. This one looked like chicken wing. And you wrap some piece of tofu around something to look like a chicken. That's foolishness. Vegan oxtail.
Well, some people are in a transferal situation, and they need to try. You know, if they're going to transfer from one type of.
No, that is not an addiction. You just need to stop. That's part of the weakness.
Yeah, everything is not for everybody. So you know,
this is why most of them backslide and turn back, because they're not serious about it. You don't need to transfer. Stop. End of story. Stop. That's it.
Okay.
Stop.
All right.
If I walk into a kitchen, I go to a party, and all they have is stuff on the grill, burnt flesh, smelling, cooking all over the plate, there's no food. There is no debate for me. There is no food. So I don't have to see what here could I eat? Maybe if I just shift the chicken to the side of, no. Take the egg out of the potato salad. No. And that's some of the audacity some people have to tell you. Oh, just take the egg out of the potato salad and still eat it. Take the chicken out and just take some of the gravy. And you know what I say to them? How would you feel if you cook some soup and I boil my socks and my drawers in the pot? And then tell you, just take the underwear and the socks out and just go ahead and drink the soup.
There's a well-known chain of restaurants here in South Florida, who one of their things is a mashed potato. You know, sometimes you're so hungry and you just need something quick but healthy. And I remember going in there, oh gosh, like 8 years ago or so, give or take, 7, 8 years. And I remember going there and I just needed something to eat that was gonna fill me up just until I could get home. You know what I'm saying? I was that hungry. And I got the thing, and it was in a nice little 4-ounce cup with a little domed head. I'm like, why did they have the dome? But anyway, opened it, and the people just assumed. No, all it said was mashed potato. You know, they had bacon bits and like a light gravy on it, and I'm like, what's this? It's just as you said, just the assumptions that people, and businesses, instead of asking, it was simply served to me. You understand? It was just really weird, very weird vibe with that.
I had someone try something like that with me when I just came to America, and she was instructed by my mother, and then I said to her, I will cook my own food. She said, no, I made some lentil peas. You could have some of that. I went in the pot and I opened the pot. I said, no, but this pot have meat in it. She said, no, I took out some peas for you before I put the meat in the lentils. So don't touch what's in the pot. What's in the bowl is yours. But I'm suspicious. So I took the spoon and I stirred it up. But guess what? She forgot to take out a little piece of the gristle. A little piece of the gristle she didn't check it. So she cooked the thing with the pork inside of it and then serve out some of that and put it in a bowl for me. Why would somebody be so wicked and nasty to do some stuff like that? I pack my things and move from them people's house and like, no, man. You can't do that. You can't compare eggs to your drawers. Yes, I can. That is how I see it. If you want to tell me,
oh my gosh,
take out the chicken and eat the gravy, it's similar to that. I can tell you, take out the drawers and drink the soup. Take out the socks and still drink the soup. And see how ludicrous that sounds to you. That is how it sounds to me. Take out the goat, man, and just take some of the curry. You don't eat the goat. And everything within the goat boil out in the pot. But I'm still supposed to eat that. Move from in front of me.
Well, it's nice when you go to certain people events and they do cater for everyone. So if you don't have goat roti, you can just have the chana and the dal or the roti skin, and
very few people do it. Very few.
People might need some curry bodi, right? Or curry string beans and thing, and curry melon gin, or they might have fish.
But like I say, very few people cater for everybody.
Fish is fish, and people could have everybody could get a little blessed. So if somebody wants a little curry goat, you get a goat.
Some of them places, boss, you have to work with your own food because
eat before you go.
Eat before you go.
It's a rule.
Yeah.
Eat before you go.
Yeah,
okay.
Man.
You could do that too. Yeah. So I'm gonna run the next clip, and we're gonna talk about that.
Why I got what?
You got nails on your foot. Who did them?
My friend.
You're a boy. Boy can't have no nails.
Okay, I'm gonna take them out tomorrow.
No.
Ow! These my nails.
Is you a girl or boy?
What?
Is you a girl or boy?
Man, shit.
You see where the confusion start? This young fella accustomed seeing things one way, and now he's sitting there confused as hell. It's a good thing you know how to ask questions and speak up. Because you see the answer, you you're confusing me. Boy is not supposed to have, he said nails, but he's talking about the nail polish on the fella toes.
Yeah.
And the long extensions, the long claws on the hands.
Yeah.
And the young fella is a little bit disturbed by what it is he's seeing. He knows better. No. These two things don't go together. Something off.
He's confused.
No, he's not confused at all.
No. I'm just saying not that he's confused, but he's confused at what he's seeing. So he has to ask questions.
Yeah.
You know. So I thought that was interesting. Now, a child today would probably get away with it, but if you're an adult saying the same things, you might get in trouble. So be careful.
Everybody expects you to be politically correct.
Politically correct to voice your opinion on something,
especially in this country.
Yeah, in this life, right now, yeah.
Let me ask you something, Sam. As we mentioned that, and I'll ask Karin and I'll ask members of the listening audience. Do you think that comedy is in jeopardy? Stand-up comedy is in jeopardy?
It might be now, because we're in a sensitive kind of a time. I find it weird because I saw a headline yesterday where apparently the guy who apparently went at Chappelle was irritated about the comedy, and I have never understood that. Well, if you know Chappelle is a certain type of comedian, you pay
spend money. Yeah, spend your own money.
To his show, then you're gonna jump on stage and attack him?
You got so incensed by something he said, which he's known for.
Normally you would just leave. Or
if you
have Netflix, they have remote control.
Change the channel.
Just change and go to the next movie or select something else.
This is my point exactly, to where people are taking it to this point now that they throw free speech out the window. I am having a show. You spent your money to come see me, and then when I say something, you are now offended by it.
I don't think comedy is in jeopardy. I don't. I think comedians, who are dedicated to the art, let's say, they're not changing their style for anyone. You don't like their style, you don't go to their show. You don't like. A lot of comedians are so educated, and they're political satirists. They tell it like it is, like they see it, and they study the world around them. You can learn a great deal about what's happening all around the US by listening to a lot of these comedians. And I think it's just a momentary thing where people get, very irate over a particular issue and then try to blow it up into something bigger. But I don't think the real comedians, they're not going to change their style. Should they? They shouldn't.
I said I understand what you're saying, but I think that if you're going to have people campaigning and protesting, and because this is not the first time something like that has come around a Chappelle. Even a Chris Rock, right? And of course, what Will Smith did the other day didn't help. But it's like, okay, there's this wave of or school of thought that they're trying to purify the comedians.
Purify.
Apparently, there's this.
So then you're telling me that it is in jeopardy.
So but that's my point. So it's sort of like either comedians are going to have to start working with security guards. Maybe the Oscars going to have to start to put some kind of barricade thing by the stage. So
it's censorship. No matter how you twist it, it is censorship. and they have a platform. You don't have to watch their shows. You don't have to attend. This is not for you, but they do have the right to free speech. I'm an avid.
But look at what's happening to the elementary schools. It's not like they're saying, okay, you know what, this is a special kind of person. Go to these institutions. You know, you have your events, you have them over here, blah blah blah. So what, you know, that pertains to you. What they're doing now is coming to people who are into something else and saying, well, I have a right to present this here as well. So you're not in your own corner doing you anymore. Now you're campaigning to bring it over like it's a gospel that everybody have to accept where you're going. And this is hence the reason why, you know, you have channels, you have different things, you know, whatever it is you're into, then you find that and work with it. But now you want to come over to other
mainstream
entities and say, well, yeah, well, you have to accept it over here as well.
My issue with that is it started off with one letter or two letters, and now the alphabet people, I don't know how far they reach. Pretty soon, we only have 26 letters in the English alphabet. Pretty soon, only a few more will be available because everyone now is looking for a seat at the table.
26 people?
26 different sects.
Okay,
S-E-C-T-S. Are now looking for it's more people are looking for a seat at the table. So I'm saying, where does it end? Because the day will come when the pedophiles will want everyone to accept their way of life and want everybody to believe that this is natural and this should be accepted. This is how we are. And
they're working on it heavily. That's
then we'll have those who are into bestiality. They're going to want a seat at the table. And we're going to have the necrophiliacs. They are going to want to have a seat at the table. Where does it end? That's my question.
I don't know where it ended, brethren.
Because everybody wants to, like you said, everybody wants to spread their agenda. And you keep your agenda. But when you want to come and teach it to me and teach it to my children and telling me that I should accept it, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. So keep what you're doing over there, sir. I go sit in my corner over here, sir. And we could do business. We could change the mighty dollar, you know. Because that dollar don't care where it come from. It don't care where it go. We could still do business. You say in the end when we run out of soil. Run the next clip. So I look at they pin a clothespin in the back of she clothes.
There's a clothespin with a toy snake.
Karin look a little puzzled, like you didn't understand what was going on.
I understood. It looked fairly real from my I thought somebody had the snake on a line of sorts. And was
This is part of the other thing where we talk about social media. Now,
I don't find this thing funny at all.
Some people they're doing these things called pranks. Everybody turn a prankster nowadays, and they want to prank everybody, and at their expense. And then they go post it. Now, what if this lady had passed out from? If she had a weak heart.
Her head, something.
If she had a weak heart, no, she kept jumping. What if she had just run outside, straight outside, boom, in front of a car and get licked down because you having fun? You want to prank your auntie or prank your sister, all in the name of what? Likes, right? You want to get some likes.
You better know CPR.
Right?
You better hope you can revive her.
Somebody here say heart attack. And this is part of the whole thing. This is where we say madness, because now at somebody's expense, and it could be their life, you want to do a prank, and it's funny to you, so that you could put it up on social media to see how many likes you get and how many laughs you get, or for doing something at the expense of your auntie.
It would be so funny if you can get one blow or box and lose some teeth. Yeah, laugh now, no? It's funny then. Madness, man. Some people have real phobias, and you're messing with that.
Yeah. And this is the same thing with people and their dogs. You know, rush the dog at you and telling you, oh man, he don't bite. Just like the fella think the lion didn't bite, you see. Yeah. Social media. And I bet you he would not have been doing that if those kids weren't standing up there with the camera. Right? So he was part of his own demise, because all eyes on him, and he thinking this thing could go viral.
This is my moment.
This is my moment to shine. Well, he did have his 15 seconds of fame, not even 15. Andy Warhol said 15 minutes. He went viral, yeah, for all the wrong reasons. He went viral for his stupidity. So now we all know you, sir. I wish you had said your name on the camera so we all could have known who you are. And send you a get well card and tell you how stupid you look.
He'll be a famous trainer in a few years.
Training people to do what?
Training lions.
I don't think after what he endured there, he going anywhere next to a lion cage right now. Let me do a couple more before we get out of here.
That's your water bottle, Mommy?
That's my water bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, God. They say out of the mouth of babes.
Put her on blast.
Comes the truth. This child see what she sees at home, and she go to the supermarket and she say, "Oh no, there go mommy water bottle."
Is that your water bottle, mommy?
Oh God.
So you see, mommy be hitting the bottle hard at home.
That child is not older than 3. Oh God.
And when the child asks for some, she said, "No, this is mommy's special water bottle. You can't drink from this." Now the child go out in public and put you on blast. Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's good. It's good for you. It's good. It's good.
If he was running from anything in problems,
run something else.
Oh my God.
This person wasting the banana. What's all of this?
I don't know where that individual was from, but obviously he had no Caribbean connections. From wherever he is, wherever he lives, wherever he was raised, banana probably is not even something that was in the supermarket. He probably read about bananas, heard about bananas, see them, but they weren't a part of his upbringing. You know, where he ate bananas. So now all of a sudden he has this vision, this wisdom on how to easily prepare a banana for eating and look like a damn fool.
So you think he was working with green bananas, or
it's a ripe banana the fella cut up and throw it half.
I know, but that's what we, you know, if you're dealing with a green banana, then you're going to work with you know, that kind of situation. You're not really going to work with the other situation where, right, you just peel it.
No, he not used to bananas. He not.
Oh, that's a foreign.
Yeah. That fella they have no. That's what her mother told her with the water bottle. Yeah, that fella there, he not familiar with bananas at all, because any sensible person, that's a level of stupidity that no. No.
He need banana for dummies.
Yeah.
All right.
See, what Carol say? He playing the damn fool for views. Once again, everybody doing stupidness for likes. But then my boy take his same video and get more likes off it than him. Right? That fella become a millionaire with just an expression. He ain't say a word up to now.
Brilliant. He's brilliant.
See, he wouldn't even do that with a green banana. Run a couple more before we get out of here. I'd like to begin closing up at the top of the hour. Hold on. That first. Come check this. The first one I see actually want to chill up my spine. I dopey that. No.
You want to see it one more time?
Please.
What was that? A fashion show? What was?
Apparently.
Yeah.
There's a crowd around them.
23 fashion.
Come check this. That's fashion for Mars 2098.
That's what that 2098 is it?
Yeah, that's fashion for Mars. That can be. Who walking around Earth looking like that? That look like some alien things, man.
2098, eh?
If that was their goal, they met it.
That look like after we've made contact.
The first one looked like they need to eat food.
I don't know. The way she was walking, going.
Yeah, like
that look,
you know, like
yeah,
they need a little belly and thing. You know, they need a little food there.
Oh God.
So yeah.
I thought Kanye was out there, but that one they really
it touched you.
Yeah, that one really I wouldn't touch it. That much I know. High fashion, Carol called that. Let me throw up 3 more before we run out of here. 3 more. Give me 3 good ones.
Let me just check a little scene here because we have this one here. So yeah, let's check out this one here. So let the audience see that. You all make sure you all are hitting the like buttons and sharing, please. You know.
Jesus. Why you come up here for me to pray for you and lock your knees? Go sit down if you don't want me to pray for you. I ain't gonna be lock your knees there, but you bring somebody that lock their knees. What you come up here for? You don't come to receive, don't come. God ain't making you get nothing. Yeah, little boss.
I wonder if that's how he speaks to his woman in the bedroom. Because so it could you take the same script and apply it to the bedroom would mean something totally different. How dare he speak to her like that?
When I tell people I don't go to church, you see this blatant hypocrisy and lies and deception that these pastors and them doing all in the name of the Lord, robbing and stealing in the name of the Lord, passing that collection plate around 16 times before the service over, talking about tithes. For that kind of hypocrisy there, I remember my big son had an experience like this. He went, "Good evening, Denise. You're coming kind of late, but you're still coming on time. Anytime you reach is the right time." Yeah, my big son went to church one day, and I remember him telling me this experience. Now, this is not with me, with the other side of the family. And the pastor was walking through the audience doing the same thing, pushing people down. And when he got to, I think they lined up. Everybody lined up for the blessing. And the pastor was just pushing people back. And when he got to him and he pushed him, he ain't going away. So he charged up again and he come and he push him. So he just kind of rock. And the third time he come and he could see when he coming. So he brace himself and the pastor push him again. He just stagger back. You know what they tell him? Hey, come out of the line. You're messing up the thing. Come out of the line. You're messing up the thing here. Now, if you're powers, which they are spiritual powers, that's from a higher being, something outside of yourself, it shouldn't depend on your strength for that person to go down. So whether the knee is locked, whether they put a tourniquet behind the knee to stop it from bending, whether they cement their feet to the floor, that power that you're supposed to possess, that you profess to possess, the minute you touch her on the head, she's supposed to just go back and fall down. But what you just demonstrated is that you have no powers. You are damn fool, fooling people. And anybody else in that audience who fall down, them is some damn fool themselves. And that any money all they give to that pastor, all they deserve to lose it because he's a thief and he found a fool like you to give your money to him to perform those miracles that you see him doing right there inside of the church. It's wickedness, it is evil, it is the height of hypocrisy. And that is one of the main reasons I don't go to church. I am mixing up with that tomfoolery there because if he come in front of me with the same thing, I would tell him, bro, but please keep going. Move from in front of me with that nonsense. Because it's the same thing will happen. You touch, and if you push me hard enough and throw me down, I'm getting up for your backside. Because it's not the power of the Lord that pushed me down. You push me down with your own strength. And if you do that, I'm getting up for you. Well, it ain't gonna happen because I will not be there in the first place. You know, I tell people now, I go to church on TV. I sit down and I watch. And when they say, give a donation, I throw the money at the screen. And then I pick it up and go to the supermarket and buy food for my children.
You need to sow a seed. You need to sow your seed so you can get a blessing.
Not in his garden. Not in that garden, because that day is foolishness. I watched the other hypocrite, Benny Hinn. He have a magical jacket. He used to take off his jacket and just wave it. Woo, like Marshall. He just wave it so and
everybody fall down.
Everybody do so they fall down, but they fall orchestrated and watch them. Everybody watching when they fall in, and they're going down gentle.
They have arthritis.
Well, then you're just supposed to fall and break something because that's the power of the Lord. And then one time he get vexed and he take the jacket and he fling it over there, boy. And everybody, they fall down. But here the hypocrisy. After he fling the jacket, he partner next to him, went and pick up the jacket and bring it for him. If that jacket have powers, how come when he touch it, nothing happen to him? Or all the powers fly off when you fling it? That kind of madness, I will not endorse. And anybody who tell me that they go to church and people do that, you see you, whatever they rob you and take from you, you deserve to lose it. Because you should know better.
The next clip, though, is a miracle.
Man is commanding life.
Rise up! Yes. Come on!
Come on! Hey! Rising! Hey! Rising up! Hey! Jesus! Hey!
Somebody bring him food. Let him eat. He has been fasting since Friday.
Jesus.
Shall I say unto the Lord,
glory to Jesus.
All I have to say is
dumb shit.
That was a miracle, right?
Dumb shit.
Bring him some food.
So he wasn't embalmed. They remove all his bodily fluids and prep his body.
They put all of that went back in, man. All of that went back in from the church.
Take off the shirt and let we see the wire incision on the body. And when they dress the dead, they don't put on shirt like how regular people get dressed. They cut open the back and fit that from the front. Why he clothes neat? He clothes supposed to be cut up from the back if he ready for the coffin. His whole clothes supposed to be cut open from the back and pinned around the body. Not where it looks like he put it.
Man, you're spoiling the thing. You're spoiling the thing, man. You're spoiling the thing.
I'm spoiling the miracle. And that one looked like it came out of Africa. And that is one of the worst set of Africans. Them they who doing them the same foolishness and fooling their own people. The worst set.
Wait. But the man wake up, he was fasting from the Friday.
Uh-huh.
They tell him bring him some food. You see how he was walking?
Okay.
I would have liked to bust one slap on him before he can get up out of the box. Or juke him with a pin or something and watch him jump. Or while he mouth open, take some water and start pouring it down inside the throat. You want to raise up? You see them? Social media madness is what we call it. And that kind of nonsense, they'd have to stop. There's a price to be paid for that, you know. Something tell me them one day they ain't get. So wait, he raising the dead now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a miracle there.
That's a miracle. You know, it had one pastor.
The ones we need to see is the ones who could cure you from COVID.
Hold on. It had one who invite the whole congregation out to the lake or the river a Sunday morning to show them that he could recreate the things that Jesus do. So he went out on a fishing boat and stepped off onto the water. That was his plan, to show them that he was going to walk back to the land. He didn't step onto the water, he stepped into the water and he was never seen again. He was never seen or heard from again.
He was elevated.
No, that elevator went down.
He was exalted.
That elevator went down. But, you know, somehow I believe it and I didn't believe it. Why I say that?
Yeah.
The miracle that he performed was to show the congregation that he died and disappeared with the church funds. He probably had a couple aquamen under the water with their tank and a spare one for him, a rebreather. And when he submerged himself in the water, they grabbed him and swam away with him to a nearby boat that was waiting with his passport and the bank account, the bank book with the funds from the church. And he relocated to another country with all the funds from that particular church. So he had to make it look like he died. I don't think he actually was that stupid to say he wouldn't walk on water and step out there and trying to say, oh, people gonna see. No, that was the prank. And the people don't even realize they get fooled.
I think that's a good, you know, let's put that into a movie. That would be a good script. I think we're gonna make we're gonna make a little thing.
Carol, I ain't wondering that. What about you, Sam? You wondering that?
No, at all.
At all.
Yeah, I saw the clip. I saw that there, but I guess that person needed help. Whoever put that in the thing, you know.
Give me one more for the road.
One more for the road, people.
Give you a question, both of y'all. What's your dream?
I'm living it.
But what is it, though?
To be successful.
That's an emotion.
How explain
specifically? That to me. So my dream is to have my own television network, my own football teams, my own sports teams, to have a family, to live a certain way, to have properties all over the world.
So you can say dreams change. Your dreams change.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
I mean, when your dreams, the death of a dream is the best funeral. That means it became a reality. Mm-hmm. And then it's time to have another one. So you've made your dreams come true, but what's your dreams right now?
My dreams right now is to be an actor. That's my dream.
You're dreaming to be an actor?
Yep.
You can be an actor. You got to dream bigger. Give me a bigger dream. Bro. You're a professional.
I did not be making up something that I'm not in that space.
I want you to dream. I'm going to ask you this question when you come on to my studio.
Yeah.
But you have to dream big enough so that you're not the only one that's affected. You have to be selfish about it, though. You can't help nobody unless you can help yourself. And the people that you want to help are the people you love, your family.
See, that's what I'm saying. But what if you're in a position where, like I'm saying, when you ask me that question, I'm looking at like, well, shit, I'm living my dream because I've done what I set out to do to change lives.
You did it already. It's dead.
Right.
That dream's over.
Right.
Next dream.
Right.
It died already.
Because you've accomplished it.
Right.
It's an angel. It's in the wind. You don't want to be the guy talking about, like, some people's dream in high school was to, like, win the chip. And then
they
never
still talk about that
anything.
shit to the day. To this day. Every day come. Well, I remember 95.
So, my approach on this dream would be, number one, to be the best actor in the world, not just to be an actor. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cameras right there. You have sound and a location. What's stopping you from acting? Somebody employing you?
Nope.
So then what's stopping you from making that dream come true today? I'm just asking.
I just know.
I just wanted to answer to that question.
To what question? What's stopping me?
If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras,
right,
and mics,
right,
and a location, what's stopping you from acting?
I know it's more than just me acting to it.
Right. There's 6 cameras.
Writers, is all kind of stuff.
You don't need writers to act. I mostly everything I've ever done, I don't even fucking have a script. I didn't even do Honor Up with a script. So you're making reasons not to do it.
No, I wouldn't.
So again, what's stopping you?
I don't know.
Nothing's stopping you.
Really? Well, I mean,
there's nothing stopping you.
I'm just trying to get.
You just said I don't know. That means there's nothing. So do it.
But at the same time, you're saying that, but it's not that simple.
Want me to show you how simple it is? Watch.
This is good.
I need you to have an argument with him, but don't mean it. About a girl. Action.
Why the fuck you didn't tell me you called her? She told me you called her. You told me you was cool, you weren't gonna fuck with her. I told you I like her. I told you I was taking her out. And you still called her? I thought we was better than that.
She do that little thing to me,
Well, you should have told me that, bro. I told you not to call her. I told you I was going to really try to be with her. And you still called her. Like what? That's the type of nigga you is?
Cut. We had our first scene for the All the Smoke TV show.
That was fun.
So what was hard about that? Pause. Now your dream just came true. Next dream. You just acted. That's simple.
That's a low level of acting.
You did a good job,
now, that was fucked up that you did that to yourself. Why did you do that?
Because
Because
I
let me
see where I
do me
wanna
a favor. Listen, in my perspective, give me the best case scenario of what you just did.
The best case scenario?
Yeah, and only think about that.
That what I just did is in a movie theater.
So why can't it be?
Because it won't be beneficial.
See, I just said your dream fucked up, bro. None of those, that's the last thing you think about is the worst thing, bro. The first thing you think about is the best thing. And then, so your visualization just now was it won't be successful. That's what you just visualized. You just fucked your dream up. Now, if you're only visualizing this shit in a movie, you just said it's in a movie, then that's what you should have seen. And then you make it happen. Now, question, how the fuck could that be in a movie? Well, I could just shoot 60 more minutes of scenes. And now I could go rent a theater and show it. How could it be beneficial? So let
Karin? Sam has this habit of closing us out on a positive note after all of the buffoonery. And he chose something. I don't want to speak on it yet. Give us your thoughts on what you just saw and your your whole balance between that and what we discussed all night, and take us home.
Oh, that's the easy assignment, huh? I enjoy some of the clips because it makes you laugh. The stupid ones where people are willing to harm themselves and potentially harm other people, I don't appreciate. I take certain things very seriously, maybe too seriously sometimes, but I think maybe because I'm from a medical background and I know that not everyone, we're all built differently and our bodies are we're in different levels of health. Let's put it that way. And you don't know what pre-existing condition someone has. So some of the pranks and stuff I don't like, especially when it's on somebody who's a little older. I don't like things like that. They drop dead in front of you. All these sorries in the world won't help. As far as the last clip, I don't have much of an opinion on it. That's not something that I understood where he was going and pushing the person to keep moving on with his dreams and not rely on what he has done and all of that. I get that part. And he's trying to be motivational and stuff. I don't like a lot of F bombs being dropped. I'm not a prude, but I don't like a lot of F bombs being dropped when somebody's just having a regular conversation with me. But I know that's how people communicate. If he's trying to motivate the guy to, hey, keep on dreaming, keep on doing, don't be scared, do your thing, and don't wait for everything to be perfect. I understand that part of it. So
Good night, 100. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure having you on board, and we do value your participation. So keep coming. Mr. Archer.
Yeah, I'll just comment on the last clip there with Dame Dash. To our viewing audience, sorry about the extra words that were in the dialogue, but I don't think the extra words was really the takeaway or the vulgar words, so to speak. But the takeaway for me is sometimes many of us, we put a lot of molehills in our way because we think that you need all these extra things when it's something you can simplify your approach to getting to the goal. And I think what Dame Dash was able to do was just say, well, why you think it's hard to do this? And he had to step behind and actually become a director and say, well, argue with him about a girl. And that was that when he said don't mean it, that was a critical thing to say. And we could probably address that later on. But there's people who they want to start something. You want to start a business, you have a dream you want to start, or you have some idea you want to put into place. And just that conversation right there is sometimes people who are trying to put it together, they need someone that just have that conversation with them and say, hey, well, what's stopping you? What's the thing that you need to do to get here? And it forces that person to think about the steps they need to take to make the transition into from one point to the next point. And that's a major takeaway for people like myself. But I have a book called Hybrid Executive, and some of the principles that he used right there is somewhat that I also address in the book. So and we have a point here from Carol. Believe in yourself, stop doubting yourself, is a takeaway from the last video. So that is my 2 cents. But overall, I thought we saw some really good, some were entertaining, some were educational, and some was just hilarious, and I thought we had a very good good compilation of videos. So off to you, Saya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Social media, huh? Social media is a place where even if one is an introvert, you get a chance to be an extrovert with this content creation. You get a chance where you can shoot something in the privacy of your own home, put it up there and run. And only the people within your small circle who know you physically will ever be able to identify that this is John from around the corner. Because today's stuff is going viral, it's going around the world and reaching some far corners that we didn't even dream possible 10, 20 years ago. So if it is, in fact, your dream to do some of these things as demonstrated in the last clip, what's stopping you? That's the question that was asked. Half of the stuff, the walls that we beat against, we put them up by the excuses we make. With the excuses we make. We don't have enough money, we don't have enough time, we don't have the right script, we don't have the right camera, we don't have the right this. And all we look at are the obstacles in our path, what it is we don't have. Karin has a saying, repeat it for me, Karin, I don't want to mess it up. You're muted. Do what you have, do what you can.
Do what you can where you are with what you have.
Do what you can where you are with what you have. Stop beating against these invisible walls and this invisible ceiling that somebody else set for you in life. That is the message in what Mr. Dash was saying a minute ago. In today's society, you can, in fact, make your vision a reality overnight. Everything is at your disposal. We spoke about this device here before. It is now the camera, your alarm clock, your research tool, your encyclopedia, your script writing, everything could be done on this. So if you do have that vision to create content, stuff that's sensible, you have the tools right here. Do something sensible and not do the stuff that putting your own life and the lives of others at risk, all for 5 minutes of glory, for 5 minutes of fame. Do something more constructive if it is in fact your vision to create content for people to see, for people to engage in. You have the tools right here. Your vision can become a reality overnight. And Carol said it best. You have to believe in yourself. Your belief in your own self is what it is can propel you forward. Stop looking at the things that you don't have. Look at what you have at your disposal. Use it to the best of your ability and use it for the betterment of mankind and not for some of the damn foolishness that we see here tonight. Okay? Don't lose a finger to go viral. Okay? Do something sensible and stop the social media madness. But as long as you all continue doing it, we're going to continue showing it. You're going to give me a platform. You're going to give me stuff to talk about. So you all out there, if you're listening to me and you want to do something dumb, do it. Send me the tape. I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to laugh at you too because you're stupid. All right? So people, record some good stuff. Record your memories. That's what you have to look back on. Long time ago, we took pictures. Now we have video at our disposal. Document your children growing. Document the beautiful experiences, the birthday parties, and all of this stuff, and have some fun with it somewhere down the road. It's been a pleasure having you here with us. Peace and blessings.
Bless.
Hi, I'm Dr. Judith Barnes. I'm an author, a playwright, poet. I'm also a broadcaster by training, and I recently found out about 2 years ago that I can paint paintings, which means I paint sceneries, I paint landscape, I paint animals. I have just discovered, and so that I can do this. And so along with all the other gifts and talents that I've been blessed with, I have paintings, and they are on view and for sale on Etsy and also on Facebook. And if you desire to order any painting or order one of my books, because I'm also an author, please give me a call at 470-564-8267. That's Dr. Judith, and the number again, whether you want to just talk to me or order one of my paintings or one of my books, please feel free to call 470-564-8267. Thank you.
Hello there and welcome. My name is Curtis Henry. Over the past few weeks, as we were putting the final pieces together to get the show on the road, some people ask, why do you need to showcase Caribbean people? Why Caribbean Chatt? And I say, why not? Because we as Caribbean people have worked too hard, come too far, and suffered too long for us to continue taking a backseat. It's time for us to rise up, speak out, and show the world the value and the richness of our culture. So I'm providing a platform to showcase the history and culture of Caribbean people in entertainment, the arts, politics, sports, and economics. We will explore the many profound contributions they have made to society. So we invite you to stay with us as we launch what is to become one of the greatest voices of Caribbean people, for Caribbean people, by Caribbean people. On this platform, Caribbean people of excellence get to tell their story. Our aim is to ensure that your contributions are acknowledged and celebrated. Welcome to Caribbean Chatt. So make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and be sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We are Caribbean Chatt.